Hello there. This audio is for mature audiences only. Hello, darling. You shouldn't struggle too terribly much. You're tied down with some chains to match. I take it you remember what happened last night. Well, it was no dream. It was very real. Though, truth be told, I can hardly believe that you're here, laying next to me upon this bed that's been so lonely for so long. No, no, dear. There's no need for tears. Let me just wipe those away. You flinched. Darling, you don't have to be frightened of me. I mean you no harm. Besides what I must do in order to survive. My dear, sweet rabbit. Don't call you that. Well, why not? That is what you are, my dear. At least, for now. As you are right now. You are my prey. My prey. But just because you are human and I am a vampire does not mean that I will treat you harshly. Unless you force my hand, that is. I do find your blood delectable, but I think that it would be wise to give you some time to rest. After all, it was only yesterday evening when I caught you and had a taste. I only took a little. Even so, you still need time to cope. Hush, my dear little rabbit. You are safe with me. I won't be letting you go. Ever. You're too tasty for me to let you go, in all honesty. And because of your keen, beautiful mind, I won't just turn you into a mindless thrall for me to drink from as I pleased. Although, the prospect of having you be brainless, at least for a little while, does make me excited. I could dress you up however I wished, and your sweet blood would more than sate me. It would delight me. And having you be obedient would certainly entertain me. But if I am entirely honest, it would lose its charm quickly. Because a brainless, mindless thrall wouldn't jump and blush as you do when you're teased. You wouldn't react to a single thing I did. And to be honest, that is half the fun. So no, I won't just turn you into a thrall. Not like your friends and family. I have them here in the castle, as a matter of fact. They each and every one of them are servants now, so you can see them with me whenever the fancy strikes you. Granted, they are not much for conversation, but I can allow you a little freedom in order to have a nice chat with them over tea. Oh, more tears. Darling, it's okay. I won't chain your family dry. They will live out their natural lifespans in relative comfort and peace. As for you, I find myself conflicted. You see, your blood is like a natural drug to me. You sate me like no other. Just a little blood from you can satiate my hunger for longer than a regular human. Even if I were to drain a full-grown man dry, it would not equal a teaspoon of your blood. In quality, in taste, your blood has no equal, and it makes me warm to the core. I am so enamored with you. You are a treasure among mortals, and you are mine. Mine and mine alone. And that leads me to the conflict. You see, for sweet as your blood is, and believe me, it is very sweet, I find you even more desirable. You are just the most wonderful human I've ever seen. One of kindness and compassion for every living soul, and a few undead ones, some who you might be seeing one day. I find you a treasure. I am loath to part with you, not in this life, and not in your unlife either. I want you, and what's more, I want you everlasting. I don't want you to just die and leave me all alone again, in my cold castle, all alone, with nothing but my thrall servants to keep me company. It would be a truly horrible existence if I lost you after only having you for such a short time. 80 years is nothing when compared to eternity, beloved. I want to bite you hard and drain you until you only have a little blood left. And then I want to force you to drink my undead blood. I want to transform you into a vampire like myself. Make you my own, forever and ever, for the rest of eternity. Beautiful, ethereal, mine. I could do it right now. It would be so easy, just bending across over you, and then sink my fangs deep within your soft, inviting neck. I could do it right now. Right now. Just drink from you. It would be so easy, so wonderful even, for the both of us. But that will have to wait. Right now, I desire your blood more. If you returned now, then your blood would be forever lost. And yes, once I run through the available stock that I have, it would indeed be lost. But it would be nice to have it last a little longer. While you were unconscious, I had a thrall come to collect a few vials worth of your precious ichor. Stored it in my vault, along with my wealth. I was slightly surprised to see that it was a deep crimson color instead of gold. but it means that you truly are a wonderful human. My wonderful darling. I told you, you shouldn't struggle so hard. It isn't good on your wrists, though I would not be opposed to treating your wounds. After all, for you I would bend heaven and earth, reduce everything around us to rubble in order to start again, all to have you by my side. I would send my thralls and burn the world to ash. I could walk the streets by night and drain the world dry, one body at a time, until it was just you, me, and my thralls in a world gifted all to you. My lovely pet rabbit. Come now, don't be like that, my dear. I know the steps I've taken are drastic, but you do not have to call me a monster. I do what I do because I have to, because I require blood to survive. If you were in my shoes, you'd understand why I cannot let you just run free right now. Now what are you talking about? Oh, right. A limited diet, a weakness to sunlight, or a stake to my cold, dead heart. I'm afraid, my dear, that you've been misinformed. My diet is not as limited as you might think. I enjoy garlic as a seasoning, and I do so love Italian food. It is perhaps my favorite when I have human guests over for dinner. I do not melt in sunlight. At most, it just weakens my magic, which relies on starlight to cast. But I can walk about in it freely. It's no hindrance. And lastly, a stake in my heart would be a bit troublesome if one could get close enough and had strength enough to ram it deep into my sternum to pierce it. Silver would work better, as I'm actually weak to it. As for my heart being cold and still, I will admit that it does not beat, and it is cold and sharp, and it's because of my cold, dead heart that I will keep you, for I desire thee. Oops, I slipped back into the old tongue. Now, isn't that a delightful sentence? I can hear it, the beating of your heart. You are afraid, you quake at my voice, shiver with every trailing word, and pounding in your ribcage is that delightful, delicate heart, so alive. Fright and delight, so anxious and frightened, and yet that is not the only emotion I sense. I sense a hint of delight, excitement. Do you enjoy this, pet? Do you like being chained to the bed with your vampiric mistress draped on top of you, straddled atop you like a lover? What a delightful shiver! I shall enjoy you, truly. Your futile struggles amuse me. Oh, go on. Struggle away in those cold manacles. When they inevitably chafe your wrists and cause you pain, I will be here. I will be here to take care of you, to kiss your injuries and make them all better. I will make you reliant upon me. Never, you say. Oh. Oh, how delightful. Oh, darling. My sweet, delicate, weak little pet rabbit. You do not have a choice. It is inevitable that you will feel this way, that you will give in and begin to lean into my touch, to share a smile with me and a joke or two on a cold night. You will share a meal with me here, a sly look there. Humans are social creatures. This I have learned over my long, long lifespan. You will tire of silence. You will get bored, as I have gotten bored. You will long for conversation, and eventually closeness, intimacy. All it takes is a matter of time, and darling, we will have more than time enough. Like a starving animal, you'll be drawn to me, just as I am drawn to you. And on that day, oh, on that day, what fun! Then we will kiss and laugh together, and then you will willingly turn your head for me, allowing me easy access to you, allowing me to sink my fangs deep into your willing, soft flesh, and it will be so delightful, so romantic. Darling, I will never, ever let you go. The life that you once lived is gone. That future has been torn from you, ripped asunder and shredded. And one day you will thank me for it. Of this I am also so certain. You will live out your human days in relaxation and comfort. And then you will live out eternity in bliss and happiness. Oh, and when you get your first taste of blood, oh, it'll be divine. I promise you. You'll never be a monster. Darling, honey, you will have no choice. It isn't a choice that I'm giving you. It is a certainty. You will walk the night with me. You will understand in time. And your poor little heart already knows what's in store, as it pounds in your chest, and as you breathe faster. I can't help but want to embrace you tighter. I cannot help myself. If I were to continue further, then I would have simply bitten you again this instant. I would have continued to tease you and driven you crazy with anticipation, making your heart pound most wonderfully. But I'm afraid that you're simply too weak right now. You've lost more blood in the past 24 hours than is healthy for a grown woman. So, I will not feed from you again tonight. Was that a whimper I heard? Don't tell me that you're disappointed. You can deny it all you wish, sweetie. But you are mine already, pet. Oh, darling, don't pout so. Next time, I won't tease you quite so badly. Oh yes, next time I'll feed from you and let you writhe in excruciating pleasure once again. The kind to make your toes curl and your fingers clutch your bedsheets. The kind that makes you wake up in a cold sweat upon remembering. The kind that makes you burn from the inside out. Good evening, darling. I'll let you rest a little more. I love you, pet.